Okay, I gotta get some money.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Shopkeeper, what's behind the curtains? Examine the strange cage-like trinket. Pull open the curtains.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hand has closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman. I should have pulled it.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
This is about the curse? That's why you're afraid. Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there. But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold. I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them. Awesome. Alright. I'll think about it for a while. Let's say 3.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
She grabs her pendant again, visibly shaken. This is about the curse, that's why you're afraid.
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
She's almost begging you. Ma'am, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
I don't care. You can't stop me.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
Lies. Rip them open, we say. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. You see a tattered set of curtains and a polyhedron-shaped cage-like trinket.
Shoekeeper,
what's behind the curtains?
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
I wonder if I do this, I can't buy anything from her. So what we'll do is we'll try and make 4 real and then come back and rip the curtains open. Don't ever shout at me again. A lonely cormorant surveys the sea, indifferent to your approach. The belly of this boat shines like it was recently painted. Oh, got you.
Trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep? Pigs come to take me out? Trying to snuff me out?
Her voice becomes almost inaudible. No, why would you even say that? Are you sleeping right now? I'm sorry for sneaking up on you. We don't want to leave though. Are you sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
She hisses. Oh, is that it?
Trying to sneak up on...
Alright. Place here. What's this?
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
How's that 3%? Oh, because 6 always wins. I see. Leave. A garden hose. This won't be of use until
what's that
the
noise
snow
down there?
melts. Another splattering of bullet holes on this wall.
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier.
Examine closer.
You peer into the faded marks in the stone. They peer back like an endless row of tiny black holes. Sweat starts trickling down your brow.
This is bad mojo, man! Fucking horrible mojo! The end draws near!
Your chest feels tight looking at them. It's closing in, caving in, ever tighter. Your breathing grows even heavier.
You okay there?
The lieutenant's sudden voice cuts like a blade, bringing you out of the stupor. Huh? Yeah, I'm fine. Man, I started feeling really bad for a second.
Might be the after effects of your past escapades. What are you looking at?
What's with all these bullet holes? I've seen a lot of them around.
Remnants from the revolution. These are over half a century old.
So no crime has happened here.
Perhaps a crime of a sort ages ago, but no, these do not warrant an investigation.
Okay, but what can you tell me about the revolution?
Not much. I don't have a fresh perspective on it. Should we go?
Can't get involved.
Oh, nice. Reaction 3+1 rhetoric. Orange bum hat. Let's wait. Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. Oh, can I get in there? No.
I knew I should have quit.
Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. A balcony with a view to the yard and the hanging. That smoker up there could be a witness. Talk to
Hey, what's
him.
that noise down there?
There must be another way into the building.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. Why are you whispering? It sounds like you're already in trouble. No trouble from me. I just want to know what's going on here. Too late, young man. Trouble's found you. Two.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got anything to spare.
Hold on, can I at least have a cigarette?
Apologies, but this is my last one.
He takes another drag and shivers.
The god himself has denied you absolution.
Can't you just, like, toss that one down?
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Shut up and throw, kid.
I'm not throwing anything.
There's no way you catch that cigarette anyway.
Really? What? Really?
Yes, really. Don't even try. You'll just embarrass yourself.
You're right. That was obviously a bad idea. Forget I said anything.
As you wish.
Actually, the god, the mayor, really needs to talk to you. God and Mary?
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
Gendarme. Gendarme.
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
He waves lazily with his cigarette. Did I? Did you? Oh, I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, not you. Some more muscular type.
Oh. He gestures idly.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Old patio chairs and dead houseplants litter the scene.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend. How intriguing.
I'm starting to like this part of me.
Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette, all from different angles. Someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching, spying on you three.
Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
What?
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
Alright, we'll talk later.
No. We won't.
He takes one last drag of his cigarette before stubbing it out on the balcony.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Oh, convince him to stay. Why would I do that? And suggestion. Bumming a cigarette. Alright. Let's convince him to stay.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains.
Hey, listen. I am just trying to make things okay. Can we meet again? Somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes. Compassion and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
His voice is soft and deliberate. With a flick of his wrist, he sends the cigarette butt sailing over the rail.
But, hold on. What's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door.
Ooh.
It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
He walks away. So he pointed to something as he flicked? That's cool, that's cool.
He's gone.
The lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him, see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
You're right, he probably didn't have anything important to say anyway.
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case. He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there.
The lieutenant nudged towards a small rock on a soggy patch of grass.
If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that.
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it.
Turn it over.
There's a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity it doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments and the man can be in any of them.
How are we going to find the right one?
We'll just have to go in and see.
Put the stone back, leave. So I can go in here now. Okay. I'm gonna need this. Reaction speed. What is rhetoric? Practice the art of persuasion. Enjoy rigorous intellectual discourse. Oh! What did that? I should definitely save these points. So many quests, it's getting crazy. Ask about the pissing competition. I get more XP for that, hopefully.
Yes?
I want to talk about you.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
We'll work better together if we have more rapport. Come on, Lieutenant, open up a little. Let's say the first one.
That's a fair point. All right, for the good of the investigation, what do you want to know?
Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
The lieutenant narrows a single eyebrow. Ask again.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. The eyebrow is exercising psionic control over you.
What's happening to me?
Something the matter, detective?
This guy's got authority off the charts. With just the flick of his eyebrow, he's able to make you his thrall.
So what can I do about it?
Nothing. You better hope he doesn't abuse his authority. There's a lot of it.
I silently scream for help. Accept your fraudum.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
That was whack. So how do I get... That's all for now.
Good. Let's change the subject.
Tell me about the case again.
What do you want to know?
Would you say this is a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious.
not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
I'm trying to remember what I did before, so I'll just click these.
Then you are in luck, because we are in the midst of a major strike by the... I expect the case itself to be less challenging than navigating these community matters. This district isn't used to the RCM's presence, and the
Would you
Union
say
rarely
this
overplays
is
its... No,
mysterious case?
it's not a particularly mysterious...
not?
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together.
Oh,
I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
wait.
Then you are in luck. I expect the case itself to be less challenging. Good.
How do I get back to that
Yes?
hissing competition conversation? Tell me
What
about
do
the
you want
case
to know?
again. Can we go over preliminary info?
You
again?
mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again?
Brief? Yes, that's
3 days ago, the RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez.
Yeah.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. A security guard or worker of some... They didn't identify themselves in any... There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez, that's right. You mean like a brief? 3 days ago, during that time, they didn't identify themselves in any way. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what... Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest. Good.
Okay, let's do 2. I think you should... No, I don't want to do that. So maybe I can't ask him till I get the guy down. Makes sense. So do I want to go in there now? Do I want to go in there now is the question. Take all. Do I have anything to inspect? No.
Hey, up here.
Cape Side Apartments. Inside the frame of a motorcycle in repair and the tools used to disassemble it.
Yeah, you better keep walking.
There's a girl up there. Did she spill the paint? Nice. I think I'll wait a bit. Docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Islaine. Who is this? Your room in the whirlwind isn't much bigger than this sleep.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Joyce Messier.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her hand in greeting.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
She steps closer and holds out her hand over the railing. Joyce L? What does the L stand for? Just shake her hand.
I'm glad to see you here.
Her grip is tight and cold.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. The lieutenant is hatching some scheme.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
She turns to you unfazed. Okay.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
You're on a boat. Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do? What can you tell me about this strike? What can you tell me about this lynching? Do you know something about these tattoos? Show her the photo. You seem rich. Can I have some money? I do want to say all of these, especially the money thing. What can you tell me about this lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid.
She falls silent for a moment, contemplating something.
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Oh my god, I don't have my name or badge number.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41. I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
She returns the lieutenant's badge and turns to you.
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
It's possible. After a night of heavy drinking, I lost all memory of my life and the world. I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, this city, nothing. Yes.
I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please.
I could have eaten it for all I know.
Oh, dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond.
Encephalopathic? What the hell? I don't even know how to respond.
I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
Wow.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
How do I negotiate my way out of it? Okay. Suggestion. This is already quite high. I want to level this up to jump for my jacket, to be honest. I'm gonna commit. I think that was it. Alright, let's go ahead and do this.
She's a negotiator. Just float a favor at her. Insinuate.
Surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials. Wink, wink.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
She puts down her thermal cup.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones.
Okay.
Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Excuse us for a moment, madam. Let's go over here, dude. Let's go over here.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
The lieutenant's voice is hushed. How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchmen.
Really? I thought it was going so well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
What do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug trafficking? We could just, find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is large and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters. You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
I'm sorry for putting us in the situation I'll handle it.
I'm sure you will, Detective.
Let's get back to her then. I'll get back to her later. Looks like there was more construction here once decades ago. Where am I? Gotcha. I'm gonna talk to this girl.
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The girl stares at the sailboat by the pier.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Ew. We just want to know your name, little lady. No need to get defensive. Don't use that tone with me. I am the law. Let's start with your blood type and go from there. Hep? Yeah. When were you last tested? Let's say that.
Had a battery of tests just last week. I'm practically a patchwork of interesting critters. Kinda like a man-o'-war.
Despite the attitude, she puts the brush aside.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at? What are you doing to the wall? Do you know anything about the recent murder? Is that heavy fuel oil?
Red-dyed heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be precise.
He says, studying the contents of Cindy's bucket.
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself. Back in Jamrock.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
That's some clever cultural commentary.
You ain't seen nothing yet, piggy boo.
You keep looking off to the side. What are you
The
looking at?
lieutenant is desperately searching for another handkerchief.
She turns her head to face the coast and nods disdainfully towards Joyce, performing maintenance on her boat.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
You mean Joyce?
On a first name basis with her, are we? Piggy's moving up in the world.
Hold on, what's ozone?
It's where they grow whores like her. And they're whoremen.
Yeah, I don't like her either.
Pig's not half as dumb as he looks.
She gives you a stately nod of approval. What are you doing to the wall?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
She studies the wall, suddenly pensive. Why are you so committed to defacing the building?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know, summon the forces of crime and social chaos with a wall-sized invitation.
So you don't know what to write.
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cards. And my name's not Mona, so...
She wants it to be something true and total.
I have an opinion on this. Want to hear it?
Yeah?
What the hell? Sorry, phone call. I love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm gonna have to stop you. This is hooliganism. Actually, I don't have an opinion. I lied. Let's say the first one.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
Do you know anything about the recent murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
She wrinkles her nose.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
So you won't talk about the murder, but maybe you can tell us something about the murder victim's missing armor.
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Isn't armor art? Art for the body? Come on, Cindy, just help me out here.
Ugh, alright. Sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Looked cute as hell. If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time!
She waves her hand in a general westward direction. And there's a little girl wearing gloves there.
No. That's all the snitching Cindy the Skull does for today. Actually, I don't even know why I told you what I just told you. I have a weakness for animals. It's the animal thing again. Damn it.
She looks at you, a little sad suddenly.
Or a weakness for police officers, miss. Thank you either way.
He makes a note in his notebook. Catch you later, Cindy.
Watch your back, Ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
What's up here? Yep. Above tops, flap in the wind, forgotten hammers and nails rust. The door is locked, you can't get in. Let's go back inside here. Da, da, da. A note reads, foreclosed by Martinez Realty Associates. The sea below looks cold and winter grey.
A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor.
Rub your sides for warmth.
A former architect stands before a slice of window, a room plan in her hand. A cold wave has made the air in the building stand still and frozen, with temperatures falling down to -20 degrees Celsius.
The plan?
Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment. Ideas for arranging the furniture have been jotted down.
Her face
Is red from the cold. She's breathing on her fingers, clasping the plan. Traces of sadness are visible in her expression.
Look around yourself.
It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool in the middle of the room.
Shiver. Someone has torn down the wall. Oh, nice. An old grocery list on the table and checks. The graffito says a firing squad for the rich.
Give me a moment.
An elderly woman is leaning on her broom, her knuckles white as bone. She seems to be having difficulty breathing.
The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
She sneezes into a dirty handkerchief. Are you alright? Should I call a doctor? This won't take long. I only have a few questions.
Go ahead then. What do you want to know, policeman?
I'm looking for Martin Martinez.
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry.
She smiles, a get-to smile when she hears you mention the name. No, you don't understand. I'm looking for the real person. What do you mean? I wasn't joking.
Pea brain. Someone played a trick on you. Martin Martinez. is a name for anyone who comes from Martinaise, like Jim Jamrock or Raoul Ravachol.
Oops. You really didn't get the joke there.
No, I did.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
How about a young male in his mid-20s, dark hair, skinny build, a smoker on the balcony? Know where he lives?
Yes, I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil, right?
She looks at the other end of the hallway.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble. I just want to talk to him. Do you know where he lives?
Talk?
The cleaner lady starts laughing, but it turns into a violent coughing spasm. She squeezes her broom, trying to catch her breath.
He lives upstairs in room 28. Go to the balcony. It's one of those doors there. He's usually home in the evening.
She points east.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony. See if he's home.
Who are you?
I'm no one. Just an old woman who cleans these hallways.
Do you live here?
If you can call it living.
She
I have a
spits
little
on the
room
floor?
upstairs, right next to the coal room.
You were just cleaning. She spits on the floor before wiping it off with the broom. That's so gross.
It's barely bigger than a closet. But I don't complain, no. I have my bed and my aching bones to keep me company. And that's all I need from this world.
She juts out her chin, eyes shining.
And all she gets, too. The coastal wind beats down hard on the coal room door outside. Splashes of waves make the balcony slippery.
I have a few questions about those apartments.
Ask away, policeman.
Do you know who lived in the foreclosed apartment? Why is there a hole in the wall in the abandoned apartment?
The hell am I supposed to know? Another nut job, I assume.
The cleaner lady shrugs, her mouth puckered like a dried fig.
She really doesn't like those nut jobs. Bad blood there.
Why is there a hole in the wall?
Some lunatic lost his mind. All kinds of morons pass through these halls.
With how small these rooms are, wouldn't you want to break the wall down?
What can you tell me about Cindy?
The artiste? Nothing I can do about her, I'm afraid. She ruins the walls faster than I can clean them. Still,
She leans on her broom.
she leaves an old lady to her business. More than I can say for others.
That's all thanks.
She mumbles some kind of a response, then hacks something into her handkerchief.
Thanks, I'm off. So our dude is down here. Give me that moolah. Postcard, Boogie Street 46. Okay. I feel like she was saying our dude is at the end of this hallway. Oh my god, there's really a lot. This box is filled with cleaning chemicals, smells of laundry detergent. Eviction notices and missing pets are plastered on top of each other. Ooh, don't want to go down there yet. An old shoe rack, boots, sneakers, and old slippers. Apartment 12. A loud, rumbling snore comes from within. The snoring is scary somehow. You should leave. I forgot what apartment he's in. Locate door 28. Locate door 28.
Yes?
Whoops. Oh. So I could come in from this way. So what door is this? Oh. These shower curtains are covered in some sort of slime. Ooh. I can't get out. Is there? So use the arrow keys. Balcony. Someone has drawn a 5-pointed star on the wall.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11.
Examine the padlock.
It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it.
Time for a little snip, snip. Do hand scissors.
You seem committed to it, so go on.
Alright, let's do it.
What are you doing? You're trying to cut the body of the lock with the chain cutters, and it's really not working.
I believe it's the shackle you mean to cut, Detective.
The lieutenant points to the corroded loop with a gloved
He's
finger.
just trying to help. Don't take it bad. Relax.
Don't you think that's what I'm trying to do? So does this? These chain cutters are broken, Kim.
Perhaps you should give it another go.
Alright, let's do it, let's do it.
What are you doing? You're trying to cut the body of the lock with the...
I believe it's the shackle you...
He's just trying to help. Don't take it bad.
Don't you think
Relax.
that's what I'm trying to
Perhaps
do?
you should give it another go.
Put skill points into interface and to open this one. I check. Interfacing. I don't have any more points. It's gonna be a while. I got really unlucky there. Got really unlucky there. Nice and easy. Leave.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
Leave. I'll knock on these doors later. The door 9 is locked. Okay, so maybe I gotta go upstairs, man. Balcony. What's this? Easy Monday. Just a door, nothing for you here right now. Oh, what's this? What's that say? A breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. Someone's growing rosemary, thyme, and a cactus.
This door is made of metal and appears to
There we
be
go.
reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home. Knock on the door.
Interesting.